Now, once we actually finish working on our project, it's important that we present our game in the best way to set ourselves apart from other games that are out there. Over the course of this section, we're going to learn how to build a game inside of Unity and export it so that people can play it. And then we're going to learn how to create an installer for Windows so people can download the installer and then run the actual project. In this first section, we're going to learn how to build the game using Unity. Over the course of this video, we're going to take a look at the build settings menu, how to switch what platform you're using inside of Unity, as well as how to build a project for Windows and how to run that as well. Now, no matter what platform we want to go to, we need to make use of the build settings menu that we learned about earlier to do that. And we can access it by going to File, Build Settings, or by holding down Control-Shift-B. So when we select this window comes up, and we've already talked about the scenes and build. Those are the things that are included with the project itself. And you'll also notice that on the bottom here is selection about what platform you're currently targeting. And whichever modules you have installed will be the selections you see here. Now you can select a new platform that you want to change to and hit the switch platform button, but you'll notice that currently that Unity icon there means that this is the platform that we're currently building for. And so if you wanted to go to iOS or whatever, you would hit the switch platform button, but in our case, this is perfectly fine because we're targeting Windows. And you'll see that there's options there on the right side, but if I hit the build button, we'll be brought to a location asking, hey, what folder do you want to put your game? I'm going to create a new folder, which I'm going to call Export, and then we'll go ahead and open up this folder, and we'll type in a file name for our game, maybe FPS game. And once we're ready, we can hit save and it's going to generate the entire project. And it's going to go through all the files within our project, figure out what's being used, and try to reduce the size as much as it possibly can. Now, unfortunately, because this is a big project, it may take some time before this finishes, so I'm going to cut to when it finishes. Perfect. So now that we have this window open, it automatically opens when the build is finished. This currently contains two things here, this data folder and this fpsgame.exe. The exe is the application itself, whereas the data folder is information about the game. Now, unfortunately, you can't just give someone your FPS game folder. You must give them the data folder and the exe together, which means a lot of people will zip things. But if we double click on this, it will open up a configuration menu for you to modify the settings of how the game will be played. I'm going to go ahead and say for my game to play, and you'll see that it brings up our FPS game title screen, and once we hit start game, it brings us into our actual game. So perfect! We now know how to export the game in a way that other people can play the title for us. And that's perfect.